Guys, Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk for the heavyweight championship of the world. What a great match we saw, actually. Um, it was a close match. Fury controlled the first few rounds of the fight, even though Usyk was winning like some of those rounds as well. Like I had Fury probably winning the first round, and then Usyk winning the second and the third round. But then Fury probably won the fourth and the fifth. It was a close fight, but I would say Usyk kind of like dominated the last few rounds, and you saw how putting extra weight on for Fury actually did not play to his benefit at the end, where he was kind of slowing down. You could see the speed difference at the end. Like when Usyk was trying to land something and he was trying to get out of the way, Fury didn't have much of an answer. You could see the hand speed, you could see the footwork at the end. Fury was kind of slowed down. He didn't have the same pace. He didn't have the same like snap in his punches at the end. So I think Fury should have never come in that heavy in the first place. But at the same time, you could have an argument that he was able to take the punches better. Like we saw, unlike the last fight when Usyk was connecting with the punches in this fight, Fury was able to take the blow. It might be that he had some extra weight on. But we saw. So now the argument that everybody was having that who is the best heavyweight boxer right now, it is kind of over. There's not even a debate on this. We know Alexander Usyk is the best heavyweight right now. He's beaten Anthony Joshua twice. Anthony Joshua was the heavyweight champion, multiple time heavyweight champion of the world. Tyson Fury is the multiple time heavyweight champion of the world. He's beaten him twice and quite decisively. Like it was a close fight, but I don't think anyone would say that it was a robbery. Both the first and the second fights almost finished him in the first fight. If the ref didn't save him, that would have been a finish. And then he's beaten Daniel Dubois as well. And then not just heavyweight. You look at his cruiserweight record. You could have an argument of Alexander Usyk being the greatest fighter of all time. Maybe like put him on the list. I'm not saying he's better than like Muhammad Ali or Mike Tyson or like Sugar Ray Leonard. And it's hard to like compare the eras as well sometimes because you don't know really about the competition. Like, is he fighting the same sort of competition that they were fighting? And also, we don't know how much the boxers have been evolving. Is the boxing level actually going up or is it going down? So it's hard to compare the generations, but you could definitely have an argument of him putting him in the list of like top 10 fighters of all time. So if you basically look at his record, this is like heavyweight champion 2012. He won the Olympic Games. So you wouldn't have many fighters winning the Olympic Games, winning a gold at the Olympic Games, and then actually winning the heavyweight championship later. And then the World Championships, he won the heavyweight in 2011. And then light heavyweight, he won in 2008, European Championships. So if you look at it, so first of all, impressive amateur career. His amateur career was 335 wins and 515 losses. That's first of all, that's an amazing career. And then if you go for his like professional career, let's say, uh, well, I'll just open the professional record actually. Yeah, so if you go for his professional boxing record, look at his wins. So Tyson Fury last fight and the Tyson Fury previously. So he beat Tyson Fury twice. He beat Daniel Dubois by a KO. Then he beat Anthony Joshua twice. Then he beat Derek Chisora. That's also another heavyweight. And I remember the time when Usyk was actually talking about like a potential move to heavyweight when he was fighting as cruiserweight and he was undefeated. He was just running through the competition. Everybody was kind of doubting him. Even myself, I would say the same thing. I was saying that he might be able to beat like some of the fighters, but when he's gonna go against like the taller, really tall, big fighters, he's not gonna have the KO power to actually finish them. And I was kind of like concerned about his chin as well. Is he gonna be able to take the punches? He's probably gonna be faster than those people, but at the same time, he can't pressure those guys. Like he's always gonna be the one on the back foot. But he completely proved us wrong because when we see Usyk fight, he is pretty fast on his feet, moving in, moving out. He does cuts angles beautifully. I love when he like throws the left cross. Sorry, he throws the left cross, and then after that he'll throw like a right hook, move to the right side, and then throws across. But it's not just that. It's also he's a pressure fighter. So even when he was fighting Tyson Fury, he proved everyone wrong. Like Tyson Fury is 6'9" and he came in like 281 pounds or something. Usyk was the one pressuring him. Like there were times when he was staying in the pocket. He doesn't stay in pocket for long because he doesn't want to play the risky game. But he comes like he stays in the pocket for like a while, for like a few seconds, landing a couple of shots, trades in, and then leaves, exit. But he's the one pressuring most of the time. That's why he keeps you on your heels the whole time. That's what the pressure is on the whole, and that's how he makes you tired. And that's why we saw Tyson Fury actually getting tired by the end of the fight. What do I want to see for Alexander Usyk? Look, guys, Alexander Usyk is 37 years old. He's about to turn 38. Father Time catches up to everyone. I know he trains very hard, but I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him fighting until like 40 years old, let's say, and then kind of ruin his legacy. I don't want to see him against the upcoming boxers that are coming up, the young, hungry fighters. He doesn't have anything else to prove. He's beaten Tyson Fury, he's beaten Daniel Dubois, he's beaten Anthony Joshua. Maybe one more fight with Daniel Dubois because there was like a controversy in the first fight where many people actually thought that Dubois landed that body shot that hurt Usyk, and Usyk kind of pretending that it was not a body shot, it was a low blow. So that's probably the potential fight that I would love to see. Actually, Danny Dubois has a big fight against Joseph Parker. So if he comes in victorious against Joseph Parker, he beats him, then I don't mind seeing a fight between Alexander Usyk and Daniel Dubois. But that would be the last fight that I would want to see from Usyk. I don't want to see him even against like Fury for the third time. That doesn't make any sense. And for Tyson Fury, I would say he has lost this fight. And Joshua is on a losing streak as well. He lost to Daniel Dubois. So that is a fight that would make sense. Is it the best time for this fight to get happen like now? Potentially not. Maybe the best time was like 5 years ago, 10 years ago when they both were in the prime of their careers. They could have sold way more tickets. But even now, I would say they still are big stars. They have their stocks gone down, yes, a bit. For Fury, probably not because he lost very close fights. For Joshua, it's gone down considerably, but I still think that fight is gonna do numbers. They put on that fight. They put on that fight on like the main card in Wembley. They're gonna sell out 90,000 tickets, and both of them are good trash talkers. They're gonna be able to talk a lot of shit to each other. So they can't sell the fight. They can do the business, and both are from UK, so that's what we want. So make that fight happen, and that could be the last fight for both of them, and then they can lose, and then they could just leave on like a winning note. So if let's say Tyson Fury, I predict Tyson Fury to actually win the fight. Tyson Fury wins the fight, he can retire after that happily. And then Anthony Joshua could probably take like a one tuna fight off like one last fight if he wants to leave on like a high note against someone else. But I think that fight makes a lot of sense for both of them. I want them to get paid by the end of their career, and I think this is one of the best ways for them to get a big paycheck. And for Alexander Usyk, just take one more fight and retire. If he retires right now, I'll be happy for him. But if he wants to take one more fight against Daniel Dubois, I think that would be alright. And yeah,